Hi students, welcome to All India Open Mock CLAT 03 English Language Analysis. This is Danish Ali from Legal Edge. There were total 30 questions, 6 passages. If we look at the overall structure of this mock, so there were 6 passages ranging from medium to easy. Overall level of difficulty was medium. A good number of attempts were around 25 and a good accuracy of more than 80%. Let us look at the passages. The first passage is talking about climate justice. यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं कि climate justice जो है वो it is not just social justice problem. यहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए? Those who are most vulnerable उन पे ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए. तो अब who are more vulnerable? It is based on gender, socio-economic status, race, ethnicity, etc. There are many factors. अब जैसे एक उन्होंने यहाँ पे डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ and that is related to gender. तो बिकॉज ऑफ देयर रोल्स एंड टास्क इन द फैमिली सच एज टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द लैंड, मतलब जो फैमिली रोल्स होते हैं उसकी वजह से, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी एक्सेस टू रिसोर्सेज एंड एजुकेशन, मतलब सोसाइटी में जो उनकी पोजीशन है उसकी वजह से women and children they are 14 times higher than they suffer more 14 times higher. Risk of death is 14 times more than men. Then there are other problems also that women face. सेकेंड पैराग्राफ बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि women जो है they do are not only important agents of they are not only victims but they are also important agents of change. उनकी हेल्प से हम यहाँ पे ज्यादा अच्छे से we can mitigate go for the efforts which mitigate these, which lessen the impact of environmental disasters. Especially जब हम बात करें तो indigenous women, they are having a lot of knowledge. For instance यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है कि because of their specific and valuable knowledge, because of their daily practices, यहाँ पे their knowledge is on a much finer spatial and temporal scale. Spatial related to space, temporal related to time. तो related to space and time अगर आप बात कर लो तो they are having more knowledge than science. मतलब science या scientist से ज़्यादा अच्छी knowledge हमें यहाँ पे मिल जाती है, लेकिन उनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन जितना होना चाहिए women का उतना नहीं है. They are having under representation, because of which our efforts to meet this climate justice they are also having a negative impact. तो last paragraph के अंदर यही बात हो रही है कि they should be also brought into, so two things should be kept in mind. One is indigenous population, second is women should be also part of this. Let us look at the questions. First one is saying which of the following is not aligned to the feminist approach. Except question है यहाँ पे हमें देखना है कि which is not aligned. So whatever is aligned will not be our answer. First is telling us the government of India formulated Project Ashiana, a preventive and restorative measure against climate change. Climate change की यहाँ पे भी बात हो रही है. The project aims to tackle this behemoth that is climate change through a two-pronged approach of environmental conservation and structural change in order to safeguard the most vulnerable to this catastrophe from any social disadvantages. Most vulnerable, यहीं पे passage is also telling us that women they are more vulnerable, उन पे ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए. So A is right. So A is wrong. It is aligned with the feminist approach. So not our answer. हमें not ढूंढना है. बी बोल रहा है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश, इसके बारे में बात हो रही है, एंड इट विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ऑल स्टेक होल्डर्स. ऑल स्टेक होल्डर्स दैट मीन्स women should also be a part of it. This is also a part of feminist approach and hence not our answer. सी बोल रहा है a team at Oxford University comprising entirely of women gained a lot of acclaim for their research into sustainable urban living. An NGO Asha seeks to collaborate with this team to provide training to indigenous population of India to reform their way of life. For reformation, यहाँ पे इंडिया के अंदर रिफॉर्मेशन किससे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं? फ्रॉम ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, टीम ऑफ ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी, दैट मीन्स फॉरेनर्स. सो यहाँ पे इट इज नॉट इन्वॉल्विंग, not telling us that indigenous people should be involved, natives should be involved, and hence this is not aligned with the feminist approach जिसके अंदर बात हुई है. So C will be the correct answer here. Next is asking us why are indigenous women peculiarly suited for a role in policy making for environmental conservation. इनका इतना अच्छा रोल क्यों रहता है? First is saying they have extensive knowledge of social networks, जो कि डिस्कस नहीं किया गया है कि they have extensive knowledge of social networks. B says they are experienced in having to adjust to environmental variability. This is given here. Indigenous women in particular play a leading role in defending, preserving, and protecting their environment through their understanding of how to cope with and adapt to environmental variability. So, second will be correct here. Third says their environmental knowledge is much deeper, experiential, nuanced than scientists. Yes, the second highlighted part, this knowledge which is on a much finer spatial and temporal scale than science. तो ये भी दिया हुआ है. So, third is also correct. So, correct one will be option B, 2 and 3. Second and third statements are correct. First statement is wrong. Next is asking which of the following best justifies the need for a feminist approach to the climate justice. C says climate crisis is not just a matter of the environment but an issue facing human beings. Therefore, its social dimensions cannot be ignored. This is a very general statement. It is not talking about a feminist approach and hence wrong. Therefore, D, all of the above are also wrong. So, between A and B, B is saying there are countless women scientists whose valuable contribution to the field of environmental conservation is ignored. एक particular category की बात यहाँ पे की जा रही है, who are ignored. A says due to their social position and familial roles, women are disproportionately affected by climate change. A is a better answer than B. B, it is talking about a particular subcategory of women. जबकि A is talking about that why we need to have a feminist approach, why women should they are getting affected more, which is also given here in the passage due to their roles and tasks in the family such as taking care of the land, मतलब के family roles, carrying water and caring for children, and due to the discriminatory access to resources and education, मतलब यहाँ पे it is talking about their social position also, उसकी वजह से they are disproportionately affected. जो highlighted part है, it is telling us they are affected 14 times more. So this is telling us that why we need to have a feminist approach, and hence A will be correct rather than B. Which of the following statements is the author of the passage most likely to agree? A says Mother Nature holds equal abundance for all, both in her love and wrath. Wrong. It is not equal. Some of them, they are more vulnerable than others. B says indigenous knowledge is based on outdated culture and traditions and is in dire need of an upgrade. Rather, we should take a cue from the indigenous people. So, यहाँ पे तो opposite है to what is being discussed in the passage. B is wrong. Third is saying women are a superior race and need to be treated accordingly with respect to their role in society, polity and equality की बात हो रही है. They are not saying that they are superior to us. So, that is why C is also wrong. D is saying climate change is a social issue. Yes, this is what the passage is focusing throughout, that it is a social issue and hence females should be given special importance. So, D will be the correct answer here. Next is asking what is the meaning of the word temporal as occurring in the passage. Now, temporal has different meanings, but if you look at the contextual meaning, it is having much finer spatial and temporal scale. That means related to time, and that is having there in option A, and hence A will be the correct answer here. B, C, D, they are wrong in the sense that temporal is used here. Hence, B, C, D will be wrong. Let us come to the second passage, which is talking about the political divide in India. First paragraph, the writer is beginning by making a comparison with the apartheid in South Africa. कि वहाँ पे is color of the skin was used to separate, और यहाँ पे it is the color of the ideology. जो अलग अलग ideology यहाँ पे दो बढ़ चुकी हैं यहाँ पे. He is telling us कि वैसे तो इंडिया जो है it is having many colors from one end to the other. आपको बहुत ज्यादा diversity देखने को मिलेगी, लेकिन यहाँ पे अब क्या हो चुका है, both the sides they feel that they are right and the others they are wrong. फोर्थ पैराग्राफ के अंदर वो बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि those who are supporting the ruling party, they are called saffronites or bhakts, and those who oppose the ruling party, they are called anti-nationals or seditionists. और जिस तरह साउथ अफ्रीका के अंदर इट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल टू चेंज साइड्स, यहाँ पे भी ऐसा ही है कि यू कैन नॉट चेंज साइड्स एंड यू कैन नॉट बी समवेयर इन बिटवीन. ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में ही हो, आप बीच में नहीं रह सकते हो कि यू कैन नॉट से दैट यू सपोर्ट लार्जली सपोर्ट बट किसी एक पॉइंट पे यू आर अपोजिंग, और यू आर लार्जली अपोजिंग लेकिन किसी एक पर्टिकुलर साइड पार्ट पे you can support. That is not possible. You are 100% supporter or 100% you are going to oppose it. So let us look at the sixth question, which is telling us Which of the following best encapsulates the flaw in author's comparison of apartheid? Flaw क्या है यहाँ पे, क्या shortcoming है उसने ये जो comparison किया है with the apartheid? First one is saying apartheid was one of the most infamous cause and consequence of racism in South Africa. In India, all people belong to the same race and hence there cannot be a comparison. उसने तो क्लियर बोला हुआ है कि ये रेस के ऊपर उसने कंपैरिजन नहीं किया है, बल्कि वाई ही इज ड्राइंग अ पैरेलल कि वहां रेस के ऊपर था कलर ऑफ द स्किन, यहाँ पे कलर ऑफ द आइडियोलॉजी. दैट इज व्हाई फर्स्ट विल बी रॉन्ग. Second was saying apartheid was not merely separation of blacks and whites but a tool of oppression. The flaw in the comparison is not extending the same to the imbalance in power structure. Second is correct because जहां अपार्थाइड के अंदर देयर वाज ऑपरेशन, दोज हु वर ब्लैक्स दे वर ऑप्रेस्ड. यहां पे ऐसा नहीं कहा जा रहा है कि दोज हु आर पीपल ऑफ वन पर्टिकुलर साइड, दोज हु आर ब्लैक्स, दोज हु आर व्हाइट्स, या दोज हु आर सपोर्टर्स ऑफ द रूलिंग पार्टी, या दोज हु आर अपोजिंग द रूलिंग पार्टी. तो यहां पे कहीं पे भी ऑपरेशन नहीं बताया गया है कि उनका ऑपरेशन हो रहा है, उनको दबाया जा रहा है. सो दैट इज व्हाई सेकंड इज करेक्ट. Third is saying the binary of political opinions is not as rigid as apartheid and it is possible to shift sides. Passage is clearly telling it is not possible to shift sides. It is equally rigid. So third is incorrect. Fourth is saying the author is inconsistent in his views as he compared India's situation with apartheid while calling India the most colorful country. This is not inconsistency. He has highlighted that the pathetic situation that is happening in India. So fourth is wrong, only second is correct, and so correct answer will be option D, that is second statement is correct. What is the meaning of the word riotous as occurring in the passage? Now we have all these meanings of riotous that are discussed here. It could be involving public disorder, hilariously funny, vivid, varied appearance, wild and uncontrolled behavior. बट पैसेज के अंदर अगर हम देख लें तो इट इज टेलिंग अस इंडिया इज सेलिब्रेटेड एज बीइंग वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कलरफुल कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड, अ राइटस स्प्लैश ऑफ रेनबो ह्यूज. मतलब कि इट इज यूज्ड हियर इन द सेंस ऑफ हैविंग मेनी कलर्स. इन दैट सेंस अगर हम यहाँ पे यूज कर लें तो फर्स्ट इज सेइंग मार्क्ड बाय और इन्वॉल्विंग पब्लिक डिसऑर्डर, नेगेटिव है, मीनिंग आउट. कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय वाइल्ड एंड अनकंट्रोल्ड बिहेवियर, रॉन्ग, नेगेटिव मीनिंग नहीं है. फनी मीनिंग में भी यहाँ पे यूज नहीं किया जा रहा है. इट इज यूज्ड इन द सेंस ऑफ हैविंग अ विविड वेरिड अपीयरेंस, वेरिड हैविंग वैरायटी. सो दैट इज डिस्कस्ड हियर. विविड दैट मींस कलरफुल, यहाँ पे उसी सेंस में यूज किया जा रहा है, रेनबो व्यूज. सो सी विल बी करेक्ट हियर एज गिवन इन द पैसेज. कंटेक्चुअल सेंस में सी इज गोइंग टू बी करेक्ट. Choose the option with the correct pairs of expressions and figures of speech. यहाँ पे अगर आप देख लें malapropism is something, malapropism is a wrong use of words, especially similar sounding and which gives to an amusing meaning. Malapropism यहाँ पे इन तीनों में से कोई सा भी नहीं है. So malapropism one is wrong. So C which says A is second, C is wrong, and D which says C is second, that is also wrong because malapropism तीनों ही नहीं है. Sapphire blue of Rajasthani skies. This is making you imagine Rajasthani skies that they are of sapphire blue color. So this is imaginary. So A is going to be 3, either A or B. B says good guys in the white hats. This is an idiom. That means अच्छे लोग जो है they are wearing white hats. So this is an idiom. B is the fourth. So B should be the correct one. A should be the wrong one. Let us check third one also. Very rightly and very righteously. Now this is an alliteration. Alliteration, similar sounding words or phrases. यहाँ पे it is similar sounding. Very rightly, very righteously. So C should be first, which is given in option B. Option A says C fourth. That is why this will be wrong. B will be the correct answer here. Next is asking what inference can be made about the author on the basis of this passage. क्या हम उसके बारे में बोल सकते हैं? The author holds a largely conservative political opinion. उसने अपनी opinion नहीं दी है, ना ही उसने बोला है कि he is having conservative political opinion. Explicitly, implicitly इसको हम नहीं ले सकते हैं, इसलिए A is wrong and so C is also wrong. Either B or D will be the answer. B says the author is dissatisfied with the current political atmosphere. Rightly said, he is dissatisfied. That is why he is making a comparison with apartheid in South Africa. He is also telling us that we have to be 100% supporter or we have to be 100% in opposition. We cannot change sides. All these things are telling us that he is dissatisfied. Hence, D will be the correct answer. The last question of this passage is asking that color has been used again and again. तो कौन सा inference सही है color के sense के अंदर? A says emerald green of Kerala paddy fields to the sapphire blues of Rajasthani skies, from the golden beaches of Goa to the flaming red of the ubiquitous Gulmarg. ये हमको बता रहा है कितनी वैरायटी है यहाँ पे, ग्रीन, ब्लू, रेड, गोल्डन. तो अलग अलग जगह आपको अलग अलग कलर मिल रहा है. दिस इज टेलिंग अस दैट देयर इज अ वैरायटी. सो दिस विल मैच विद फर्स्ट, multifaceted diversity of the country. That means either A or C. B is wrong, D is wrong. A या C होगा. B क्या बोल रहा है? Dubbed as saffronites. Saffronites किसकी वजह से उनको saffronites बोला जाता है? Because of the color of the ruling party. That means fifth one, the popular connection between the color and the political party. So A will be correct, C will be wrong. Let us check the remaining two. A black and white divide. A black and white divide, that means you are either this side or that side. You cannot be somewhere in between. Or that is happening in fourth, the star binary of either this or that. So C is also right. D should be second. D says tricolor of the republic. That is a reminder that even democracy is not of a singular color. It is a multicolored flag. D is also correct कि यहाँ पे tricolor of the republic इसी सेंस में यूज किया गया है कि हमारा तो फ्लैग भी सिंगल कलर का नहीं है. We are having more than one color. That means this is also a reminder that we should not be having a strict division between the two. So D is also correct, and hence correct answer will be A here. Let us come to the third passage, which is talking about Savitri Chatterjee, and a Bengali actress. The passage is praising her and telling us about her performances, that she is a very good actress. The views of different people are also given, as well as her own views. For instance, it is given that she no longer feels excited or feels regret. And then some well-known performances are mentioned here. Let us look at the questions. Which of the following are true according to the passage? A says one of the greatest sorrows of Savitri Chatterjee's 6-decade-long career was being undervalued internationally, unlike her colleagues Ray and Sen. Greatest sorrows, which is wrong because passage is clearly telling us that she has passed the stage excitement or regret. So A is wrong. A is not the correct answer. B says some of Chatterjee's best works that received widespread acclaim was the result of the actor-director chemistry she had with Ritwik Ghatak. But Ghatak is clearly mentioned that she could not work. She wanted to work, but fate wrote another story for her. That means she could not work with this director. So this is also wrong. B is eliminated. D says having worked with stalwarts such as Uttam Kumar, Soumitra Chatterjee, and directors like Salil Datta, Savitri worked hard to bring out the essence of the character desired by the director instead of putting a spin on it. This is given here in first Uttam Kumar, Soumitra Chatterjee's views, and then it is giving her she was known to submit herself to sensitive directors. She believed in delivering exactly what they wanted from her. So D will be correct. We missed out C. Let us check C also. C says Savitri is a versatile actress known for her intense characters in Bharati Bilash and Mohan Bangarmai. In Bharati Bilash and Mohan, she was not known for intense characters. She was known for a light characters. Bharati Bilash and Mohan Bangarmai, it is written light comic actors. Intense performance was there in Kuhak and Uttarayan, where it is mentioned that in Kuhak and Uttarayan, she had a light comic character. So it is given the opposite here in C. C is also eliminated. We are left with option D. D is the correct answer as given from these particular parts. Okay, which one of the following was not what she was known for? Not. A says Savitri Chatterjee developed her own way of performing to music and movies. No, it was not her own way of performing to music. It was her lip syncing. So A is wrong. C says her chemistry with sensitive directors was unparalleled and she was known for submitting her artistic persona. Yes, just discussed in the previous question 11. So this is true, and we have to look for not what she was known for. B is saying Chatterjee was a flawless star and would command everyone's attention and admiration in each project she was. She made it a point to be the center of attraction. This is wrong and hence the correct answer, because it is clearly written, never want to harbor the idea of overshadowing any co-star. और जब critics ने कहा भी कि she had overshadowed, so she said no, I never overshadowed and I feel we were at par with each other. So she was not interested in being the center of attraction, and hence B is the correct answer here. Next is asking, which of the options would correctly translate the sentence below to reported speech? Reported speech, that means direct speech से हमको indirect speech करना है. For sentence हमारे पास है, when asked about her relationship with her co-star, she said, I never eclipsed. यहां से हमें कर देना, यहां से यहां तक तो ठीक है. When asked about her relationship with her co-stars, she said that she never eclipsed. She said, what she said, उसके बाद that आ जाएगा, I की जगह she आ जाएगा. She said that she never eclipsed Ramali. That is happening here in option C. When asked about her relationship with her co-star, she said that. So C will be the correct answer. Rest of the part is also correct. जबकि A में क्या हो रहा है? It is not reported. Indirect नहीं गए ये. So that is why A is wrong. B is saying she asked about her relationship. यहाँ पे तो पूरा का पूरा sentence जो है उसी को twist कर दिया गया है, जबकि this part was correct, so there was no need to change it. So B is also eliminated and hence we are left with C. C is correct. Which of the following is the correct meaning of the word substance as used in the meaning? अब substance अगर हम देख लें तो an intoxicating stimulating drug, ये meaning होता है. B, the most important or essential part of something, this is also the meaning of substance. Quality of being dependable or stable, that is also meaning of substance. D, wealth and possessions, that is also a meaning of substance. So all these four, they are the meanings, but हमें यहाँ पे contextual meaning देना है कि यहाँ किस सेंस में यूज किया है, वो यहाँ पे किस सेंस में यूज कर रहे हैं. Savitri Chatterjee's expressive eyes. Soumitra Chatterjee considers her to be an actress of substance and high caliber. Actress of substance and high caliber, that means someone who is dependable and stable. So यहाँ पे C will be the correct answer. Wealth and possessions बाहर हो जाएंगे. She was a stimulating drug, that is also easy to eliminate. She was the most important and essential part of something. वो something तो यहाँ पे डिस्कस ही नहीं किया गया, सिर्फ उनके बारे में बात हो रही है. So she was dependable, she was stable will be the best answer in the context that it is used. So here correct answer here will be C. Next one. From the following options, pick the correct combination of opinion and the person who expressed it on the basis of the passage. So the views of the author, Uttam Kumar, critics, Savitri Chatterjee, that is written. Let us look. First one is telling us Uttam Kumar confessed it was very difficult to react to Savitri Chatterjee's expressive eyes. So Uttam Kumar ने बात करी उनकी expressive eyes के बारे में. जो हमारे पास आ रहे हैं, उत्तम कुमार यहाँ पे हैं and expressive eyes A में है, तो A and 2 will be the right combination जो हमारे पास A and B के अंदर है. C जिसमें A1 दिया हुआ है is wrong and D जिसमें कि again A3 दिया हुआ है that is wrong. So either option A या option B. यहीं पे अगर हम देख लें तो it is talking about her art of lip syncing songs was unique. ये हमारे पास राइटर का व्यू है, यानी कि ऑथर का व्यू. So that means 1 will match with C. Her art of lip syncing songs was unique. C1 is matching. B, C2 जिसमें C4 बोल रहे हैं that will be wrong. यहीं पे अगर हम देख लें तो आगे भी दिया हुआ critics said she overshadowed सुचित्रा सेन in अन्नपूर्णा मंदिर. Critics said जो कि यहाँ पे हमारे पास दिया हुआ है critics का व्यू थर्ड के अंदर which is D. She overshadowed सुचित्रा सेन. So D3, so that means we are right in determining A as the correct option. So A is the right option here. Let us come to the fourth passage which is talking about the advantages of meditation. हम बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे ये meditation it challenges your mind and it repairs it. फिर बात कर रहा है रॉजर पेनरोज की, जिन्होंने अपने बुक के अंदर बताया था कि जो लॉज ऑफ फिजिक्स हैं वो हमें फिनोमेना ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने क्लेम्स में रखा है कॉन्शियसनेस इट ट्रांसेंड्स फॉर्मल लॉजिक, मतलब इट इज बियॉन्ड, उससे हटके जो हम फॉर्मल लॉजिक, उससे भी बढ़ के फॉर्मल लॉजिक से जो हम बता पाए. सेकंड पैराग्राफ के अंदर स्टुअर्ट हैमरऑफ की बात की जा रही है, जिन्होंने बताया था हमें उसके बारे में और ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन दी. एंड देन हैमरऑफ एंड रोजर पेनरोज, इन्होंने ये डंप कर दिया है मेन स्ट्रीम आइडिया कि कॉन्शियसनेस जो है, क्योंकि वो कंप्यूटेबल क्वांटम प्रोसेसिंग होती है, इसलिए उसे रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते हैं कंप्यूटर लॉजिक से। दे आस्क्ड कि क्या कॉन्शियसनेस इवॉल्व हुई या कॉन्शियसनेस हमेशा से ही थी। तो अचानक से साइंस जो है वो इट स्टम्बल्ड दैट मींस इट रियलाइज्ड, इट केम टू नो समथिंग बाय चांस। अचानक से उनको पता चला कि समथिंग दैट वाज क्लोज, दैट वाज बियॉन्ड बट आल्सो इनफाइनाइटली क्लोज। एंड देन इट इज टेलिंग अस कि कैन आस्किंग सम क्वेश्चंस कि क्या हम अल्जाइमर्स को इससे ठीक कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि इसका पोटेंशियल क्या है, न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी में भी है, अल्टरेशन ऑफ नर्व सेल्स में भी है। तो क्या मेडिटेशन से हम रिप्लेनिश कर सकते हैं ड्विंडलिंग क्वांटम एनर्जी ऑफ द माइक्रोट्यूबुल्स, जिसको के अल्जाइमर्स खराब कर देता है। प्लेग्ड दैट मींस अल्जाइमर्स इज डिस्ट्रॉइंग इट। क्वेश्चन पूछते हुए बता रहे हैं कि हम यस वी कैन, हमने इससे पहले ये प्रोसेस देखा है कि एंशिएंट सेजेस जो है दे वर डूइंग सच थिंग्स विच, उस टाइम पे साइंस तो नहीं थी, लेकिन उन्होंने जो किया था वो पता चल रहा है अब कि इट वाज बेनिफिशियल। जैसे सिद्धार्था, दैट मींस गौतम बुद्ध, वो स्टेज में रहते थे जहां पे क्या हमें माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स, नर्व एंडिंग्स कुछ भी नहीं मालूम थी, लेकिन एक जगह बैठकर फोकस करके कंसंट्रेट करें अगर हम, तो जो रिजल्ट्स मिलते हैं दे आर बेटर देन एनी लैब प्रोड्यूस्ड कंपाउंड्स। लैब प्रोड्यूस्ड कंपाउंड्स दैट मींस जो भी मेडिसिन रहती है उससे अच्छा तो फिर मेडिटेशन रहता है। लेट अस लुक एट द क्वेश्चंस। First question is asking which of the following statement expresses the central message of this passage. A says Buddha discovered the cure to Alzheimer's. He has not discovered the cure. In fact, at that time we were not even knowing that this is some disease called Alzheimer's. B says ancient spiritual medicine is superior and even supported by science now. It is supported by science, yes, that is correct, but it is superior, that it is not telling us. So B is also wrong. C is saying meditation has been proven to be more effective than pharmaceutical drugs in combating Alzheimer's. Yes, that is given here in the last part. The calm and increased focus of sitting alone and concentrating on for long periods produced results that performed better than any lab produced compounds. So correct answer here will be option C. What according to the passage can human consciousness not be replicated by computers? Computers से क्यों हम replicate नहीं कर सकते? First is saying consciousness transcends formal logic. Yes, that is given in the first paragraph. यहाँ पे क्या हम बात कर रहे हैं कि laws of physics are inadequate to explain. Because laws of physics are inadequate to explain, that means we cannot imitate it, or it is telling us consciousness transcends formal logic. So first हमारे पास correct है. Second, consciousness was based on computable quantum processing. Yes, that is also given here in the third paragraph. Consciousness was based on computable quantum processing and hence cannot be produced by computer logic. So that is also given. So 2 is also correct. Third is saying consciousness evolves from complex computations among brain neurons. Now, this is not given the reason that this is why human consciousness cannot be replicated. Only statement 1 and 2 are given in this reference, and that is why 1 and 2 will be correct, and hence correct answer will be option B, as can be had from these two sentences. Next is asking what is the figure of speech used in science had suddenly stumbled into the backyard of a beyond that is also infinitely close. Alliteration is similar sounding words like Coca-Cola. So co, that is alliteration, and there is no repetition of similar sounding words. So alliteration is wrong. Antithesis is opposites. That is not done here. Personification is correct. Personification is giving human qualities. जो यहाँ पे दी गई है, science had closely suddenly stumbled, as if it's a human being who has stumbled, who has found this by accident, by chance, अचानक से मिल गया उन्हें. So C will be correct answer here. Next, what makes meditation particularly beneficial in the context of this passage? First says its capability for neuroplasticity. Yes, that is given here. Can meditation with its potential for neuroplasticity, alterations of nerve cells. So potential है neuroplasticity का भी, alteration of nerve cells का भी, ये तो है. So it is having the capability for neuroplasticity. Yes. Second, its ability to affect alterations of nerve cells. इसी sentence में ये भी दिया हुआ है. So yes. Third, its ability to replenish the dwindling. That is what it is asking. It is not answered. It is asking कि क्या वो कर सकता है. So third will be wrong and first and second will be correct. So correct answer here will be only option B, both 1 and 2. Last question of this passage is asking, what is the meaning of the word cradle as used in the passage? Cradle यहाँ पे यूज किया गया है that he believed could be the cradle of our information processing system. Could be the cradle, that means this is the place where it originated. Cradle also has the meaning bad or caught for a baby. It is the meaning, but here it is not used in that sense. Hence, A is wrong. B, a place of origin, उसी sense में यहाँ use हुआ है. C, a framework. It is not used in that sense that it is supporting. Rather, it has originated. To hold delicately and gently, that can be easily eliminated. Correct answer remains option B. Let us come to the penultimate passage, which is talking about the discrimination that girls face in the different facilities, especially after the pandemic. And in particular, one aspect that is discussed is the menstrual hygiene of teenaged girls. So throughout the passage, the writer is telling us the problems that are faced by teenage girls, especially when it comes to this menstrual hygiene products. Let us look at the questions. First one is asking which of the following is not one of the consequences of school closures discussed in the above passage. A says cutting off the adolescents from the social interactions, that is given in the first paragraph itself, cutting teens off from social interactions. So one is there, so one is not the answer. B says students cannot avail lunch in school. That is also there. Suspended access to services such as school lunches. वो भी दिया हुआ है. And menstrual hygiene products, which is there in option C. So B as well as C are eliminated. C says girls cannot avail menstrual hygiene products. That is also there in the same sentence. But D says reduced attention span of the children, which is not discussed anywhere in the passage. This part is correct. The statement is correct, but we cannot infer this from the passage anywhere, either explicitly or implicitly. Hence, D will be the correct answer here. Next one asks, how does the early pregnancy impacts the country's economy? Directly given here in this particular line. Early pregnancy impacts the country's economy by increasing the burden on essential services and decreasing productivity, which is there in option B. Early pregnancy increased reliance on essential items and decreasing productivity. E says early pregnancy forces the couple into menial jobs. Menial jobs are not discussed in the passage, hence eliminated. C says leads to decline in productivity. This is incomplete. The complete one is here, reliance on essential items and decreasing productivity. So between B and C, B is a better choice and hence the correct answer as found in the penultimate passage, penultimate paragraph. Next question asks, which of the following is the reason behind the use of unscientific and unhygienic menstrual practices? Again, given here in the penultimate paragraph, myths and misconceptions along with a lack of resources cause adolescents to adopt unscientific and unhygienic menstrual hygiene practices. So, दो reasons है, myths and misconception. Second thing is lack of resources, which is given here in this option A as well as B. A says lack of resources. B says due to the myths and misconceptions. So A and B, that means option D will be correct. C is saying it is due to the negligence of the adolescent girls. Nowhere the passage is saying that the girls themselves are negligent. वो लापरवाह हैं. ऐसा कहीं पे भी passage ने नहीं कहा है, इसलिए C is wrong and D is correct. Which of the following words from the passage is similar in meaning to the word exposed? One of the meanings of exposed is when the possibility of there is a possibility of being harmed physically or emotionally. जो चार words दिए हुए vulnerable, exacerbated, burden and adversely. Adversely यानी कि negative, burden यानी कि बोझ, exacerbated मतलब कि बद से बदतर, to worsen. But vulnerable is also where there is a possibility of being harmed physically or emotionally, and that is what this sentence is also telling us. Okay, especially in poor and vulnerable households, जहां पे यहाँ पे possibility और बढ़ जाती है कि they can be harmed emotionally or physically. So correct answer here will be vulnerable, not burden, exacerbated or adversely. Exposed का synonym is Vulnerable. Which of the following is the correct antonym? Antonym, opposite of the word exacerbated. Exacerbated means to worsen और बुरे हाल में कर देना. So उसका opposite will be lessen, which is opposite. So for example, if someone is suffering from headache and there is a loud music somewhere nearby, it will exacerbate और बुरा हो जाएगा. And if the person takes some medicine, so that headache will lessen, फिर वो कम हो जाएगा. So lessen is the opposite. Worsen, amplify, augment, these are not the opposites of exacerbated. That is why correct answer will be option C here. Let us come to the last passage जिसमें बात हो रही है मिस्टर प्रकाश मेहरा की. He was a professor of philosophy at आर्य यूनिवर्सिटी. आर्य यूनिवर्सिटी यहाँ पे सेंटर पॉइंट है सब बातों पूरे पैसेज का. प्रोफेसर मेहरा ने कुछ टाइम पहले रिजाइन किया है. ही वॉज एन एंथुजियास्टिक क्रिटिक ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट और कभी भी वो पीछे नहीं हटे अपनी ओपिनियंस देने में नेशन बिल्डिंग के बारे में. ही लेफ्ट नो स्टोन अनटर्न्ड. नो स्टोन अनटर्न्ड मतलब पूरी कोशिश कर दी, कुछ भी उन्होंने छोड़ा नहीं अपनी कोशिशों के अंदर कि वो एक बहुत अच्छे प्रोफेसर भी बने. ही बिलोंग टू अ लोअर मिडिल क्लास सिख फैमिली और उन्होंने अपना जो गोल अचीव किया था बाय वर्किंग रिगरसली, उन्होंने स्कॉलरशिप भी ली, प्रीमियर एजुकेशन ली, अच्छी एजुकेशन ली फ्रॉम वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज. लेकिन क्योंकि उनका ये ड्रीम था कि दैट ही हैड टू रेज द स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन इन इंडिया, तो वो वहां से यहाँ आ गए. फिर यहाँ आके पहले तो उन्होंने सेंटर ऑफ रिसर्च एंड पॉलिसी ड्राफ्टिंग शुरू करी और बाद में उन्होंने ही फाउंडेड द आर्य यूनिवर्सिटी. सो ही केम फ्रॉम फॉरेन फॉर टू फुलफिल हिज ड्रीम ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन इन इंडिया. उसके स्टैंडर्ड्स को इंप्रूव करने के लिए कैसे किया उन्होंने? पहले सेंटर ऑफ रिसर्च एंड पॉलिसी ड्राफ्टिंग बना के, बाद में आर्य यूनिवर्सिटी जिसमें अप टू 60% स्कॉलरशिप दी जाती थी. लास्ट पैराग्राफ के अंदर बताया जा रहा है कि प्रकाश मेहरा जो है ही कमिटेड अ डेडली मिस्टेक, अ फेटल मिस्टेक, एंड ही हैड टू रिजाइन बाय सकम्बिंग अंडर पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर. सकम मींस टू डाई बिकॉज ऑफ इंजरी और बिकॉज ऑफ इलनेस. और सकम का एक और मीनिंग हो जाता है हार मान जाना किसी प्रेशर के अंदर आके. सो जैसे यहाँ पे हो रहा है पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर के आगे उन्होंने हार मान ली थी. तो क्योंकि वो अपने ऑनेस्ट व्यूज देते थे, जो भी कमियां थी करंट रूलिंग पार्टी की, उसकी वजह से जो बिजनेसमैन थे जो फंड करते थे यूनिवर्सिटी का, या तो वो फॉलोअर्स थे, स्ट्रॉन्ग फॉलोअर्स थे रूलिंग पार्टी के, या ये बिजनेसमैन दे वर अफ्रेड ऑफ फंडिंग एन इंस्टीट्यूशन जो कि रूलिंग गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर फिंगर्स पॉइंट कर रहा था. इसकी वजह से यहाँ पे डाउनफॉल हो गया बिकॉज नाउ ही रिजाइन. तो यहाँ पे अब इंस्टीट्यूशन का भी यहाँ पे डाउनफॉल हो गया क्योंकि जो अकेडमिशियंस थे जिनको इतनी उम्मीद थी फ्यूचर ऑफ एजुकेशन इन इंडिया, दे वर ऑल्सो डैश्ड. Let us look at the questions. First is asking which of the following is the past continuous tense of the following sentence. Past continuous tense हमें बता देता है some action happening at a particular time in the past, जो हो रहा था. अगर हो चुका है तो that is simple past tense. जैसे अगर मैं बोलूं I ate an apple, मैंने सेब खाया था, so that will be simple past tense जो कि हमारे पास B में आ रहा है. The university soon flourished. This is simple past tense, so this is out. And when you called me, I was eating apple. मतलब जिस टाइम आपने कॉल किया उस टाइम I was eating. So that will be past continuous जो हमारे पास आ रहा है A के अंदर. The university soon started flourishing with highly qualified faculty from abroad the world and up to 60% scholarship for deserving students. So यहाँ पे हमारे पास आ रहा है past continuous tense. B was simple past tense. C is easy to eliminate. It is talking about future tense. So A will be the correct answer here. Which of the following describes the meaning of the word succumb? दो meanings होते हैं succumb के, as I told you. One is to die because of injury or illness. Second is कि किसी pressure के आगे, किसी force के आगे हार मान जाना. A is saying to make fun of someone is wrong. B, deliberately damage or destroy, wrong. C is saying fail to resist temptation, pressure, or any other form of negative force. C is correct. He was not able to resist the political pressure. C will be correct. A and B are wrong here. Next, which of the following describes the meaning of the idiom leaving no stone unturned? Leaving no stone unturned मतलब पूरी कोशिश कर लेना जितना कर सकते हैं. Scold someone, C is out. B, to break down and feeling weak is also wrong. But to put in one's best effort in order to achieve things. Put in one's best effort, that means पूरी कोशिश कर लेना अपनी, and that is what the idiom means. So A will be the correct answer here. Why did Prakash Mehra come back to India? A says he wanted to start a policy research center. B says he wanted to criticize the Indian government. B is easiest to eliminate. B is telling us he wanted to criticize. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है. This was not the reason that he came back. And hence D is also out. Between A and C, A is saying he wanted to start a policy research center. C says he wanted to raise a standard of Indian education system. C is correct. He wanted to raise a standard of Indian education and therefore he started the policy research center and later Arya Institute. So between A and C, A was the means, but then purpose was C. C will be correct. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? D says criticizing the government is an attempt to break your faith in nation. Easiest to eliminate. It is nowhere saying that this is breaking your faith in nation. C says Professor Prakash Mehra is always against the ruling government. He is against the current ruling government, but he is always against or he is not always against. Nothing can be said with certainty. C is out. B says founder of the universities are involved in active politics. यहाँ पे इन्होंने कुछ political comments किए हैं, but he may or may not be involved in active politics. Plus, this is generalizing from one specific instance, so that is why also B will be wrong. Prakash Mehra ने ऐसा किया था, but then others they are also doing. We can't say. A ruling government is intolerable to criticism. Yes, that is why he had to succumb under political pressure because the ruling government is intolerable to criticism, and ultimately he made this deadly mistake of criticizing the government and he had to resign. So A is the correct answer. So that was it from the English section. Thank you very much.